press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone, welcome to the class that is JEE 3D Geometry once again. In the last session, I think we have solved 38 questions, right? But students, we have skipped one question from the last class, that is 31st one. So let me solve first 31st. After that, let me continue from 39 onwards, right? Okay, let's move to 31st question. That is, under what condition does a straight line x minus x naught by L that is equal to y minus y naught by M that is equal to z minus z naught by n is parallel to xy plane. Okay. So, we know that xy plane, I mean equation of xy plane is what? Z is equal to 0, right? Or I can write a into 0 plus b into 0 plus z is equal to 0. You mean any normal for this plane, you mean normal to this plane having ratio 0, 0, 1, right? Okay. So, normal, I mean if it is a plane, the normal to this plane. So, normal to this plane will have the ratios 0, 0, 1 by using this condition. Okay. Now, so we know the condition that when condition for a line to lie in the plane, condition for this line to lie in the plane ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0 is al plus bm plus cn is equal to 0. This is the condition for a line to lie in this plane, because whenever this line lie in this plane, then normal will be perpendicular to the vector, line having ratios Lmn, right? Then since they are perpendicular to each other, then L into A plus M into B plus N into C becomes equal to 0. That is the condition. Okay. This is a condition for any line to lie in this plane. Okay. Now this is a line parallel to xy plane. For what condition this line is parallel to xy plane is a question. So now, a normal having ratios 0, 0, 1, and here this line having ratios in place of ratios Lmn. So now let us substitute a, b, c value. You mean equation of xy plane is z is equal to 0. I can write like this. So you mean in this place, from this I can say this normal having ratios 0, 0, 1. So let me substitute the values of 0, 0, 1 in this condition. You mean in place of a 0, in place of b 0, in place of c 1. So you get 0 plus c, you mean 1 into n, that is equal to 0. So n is equal to 0. This is a condition for this line, a line to be parallel for xy plane. Condition for a straight line to be parallel for xy plane is what? N is equal to 0. Okay. So option 3 is the correct one. So student, this is a condition, you must remember this. So any line, a condition for a line to lie in this plane will be this. It's most important result, AL plus BM plus CN is equal to 0. So this is what ABC, from this you get N is equal to 0. Okay. So let me move to question number 39. Yes, question number 39 is like this. The length of the perpendicular from the point 163 to the line x by 1 is y minus 1 by 2 is equal to z minus 2 by 3. So length of the perpendicular from the point, let us take this is a line. Okay. So this is the line passing through what? It is of the form what? Line is of the form x minus 0 by 1, that is equal to y minus 1 by 2, that is equal to z minus 2 by 3. You mean it is of the form x minus x1 by a equal to y minus y1 by b, that is equal to z minus z1 by c. You mean this is a line passing through 0, 1, 2. So let me take this is a point 0, 1, 2. You mean this line is passing and it is parallel to the vector what? Yes, that is what? I plus 2j plus 3k. So, from these ratios 1, 2, 3, any line parallel to, I mean from this ratio I can get a parallel vector. I mean this is a line parallel to this vector I plus 2j plus 3k, right. Now, we have to find the perpendicular distance from a point, let us take P, that is 163. Let me take this is a perpendicular distance, I am going to take this is what m. So, you have to find Pm now, right. So, this is a perpendicular distance, or sometimes they are just distance, both are same. If there is a distance, nothing but you have to find perpendicular distance only, right. So, now let me join AP. Okay, let us use the concept of right angle triangle. So, you observe here AM is a projection of AP on the line B, I mean on the vector B, right. Okay. So, AM equal to projection of what? AP on B. Okay. Hope you are good in projection, right. So, now this gives what? Projection of AP on B is what? AP dot B whole divided by magnitude of B. So, why I am finding AM? So, if I get the value of AM, AP also you can get from these two lines you can find the length of PM, that is the thing. So, now AP ratios of AP are what? X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, Z2 minus Z1. So, that is what ratios I will get. A1 is equal to 1 minus 0, B1 is equal to 6 minus 1, that is 5, and C1 is equal to 3 minus 2, that is what 1. And B having ratios 1, 2, 3, you mean A2 is 1, B2 is 2 and C2 is 3. Okay. Now, A1 A2 plus B1 B2. So, that is what I am finding dot product of these two. Dot product of these two, you mean A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 whole divided by magnitude of B. Magnitude of B means root of what you get 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Okay. This is your projection of AM, projection of AB on B. So, what do you get? 14 divided by root 14, right, or equal, or this is same as root 14. So, AM is root 14 now. So, now from this I can find PM by using Pythagoras theorem. So, PM is equal to what? Root of AP square minus AM square, right. Okay. So, what is AP square? AP square is X2 minus X1 whole square, you mean 1 minus 0, 1 square plus 6 minus 1, 5 square plus 3 minus 2, that is 1 square. This is AP square minus AM square. AM is root 14, AM square is just 14. So, you get what? 27 minus 14. 27 minus 14 is what? 14. Sorry. 27 minus 14, 13, right? Yes. 13, that is what PM. Okay. So, this is what the perpendicular length from the point P on the line, on the given line, x minus x by 1 equal to y minus 1 by 2, that is equal to z minus 2 by 3. That is your required answer, or that is option 3 is the correct one. I mean root 13 is a perpendicular distance from the given point on the given plane. Okay, now let me move 40th one. Yes, the lines x minus 1 by 2 equal to y plus 1 by 3 equal to z minus 1 by 4 and x minus 3 by 1 y minus k by 2 and equal to z by 1 intersect in the value of k is in the question they have given these two lines are intersecting, in the sense they are in the same plane, right? Yes, two lines in a plane either they intersect or parallel. Okay, they are saying that they are intersecting. So, for what value of k? So, anyway they are the same plane. So, we know the condition for two lines to be coplanar, that is what, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, this is what a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. This is a condition for any two lines to be coplanar. I mean x1, y1, z1 is a point through which first line passing, x2, y2, z2 is a point through which second line passing, and a1, b1, c1 are the ratios of first line, a2, b2, c2 are the ratios of second line, and they have given there. So, one thing students, this is equal to 0 whenever the ratios of the first and second line are not proportional, and this is equal to 0, then the lines are intersecting. And one more thing, if it is not equal to 0 and the ratios of these two lines are not proportional, in that case the lines become skew lines, it is very important. And whenever this happens, the lines are in the same plane. So, they have given two lines are intersecting, in the sense they are in the same plane. So, I have taken this condition. So, now what are x1, y1, z1? From the first line, x1, y1, z1 are given by, yes, x1, y1, z1 are given by, I mean line, first line through, first line, a point through which first line passing, so you mean 1, 1, 1 I think, right? Right? So, x minus 1, that is y plus 1 I think. Student, you please change that. X minus 1 by 2, that is equal to y plus 1 by 3, that is y plus, yes, it is y plus 1. You mean 1 minus 1 and 1. So, this is what x1, y1, z1, and x2, y2, z2. I mean point through which second line passing is what, 3k 0, right, 3k 0. So, for what value of k, these two lines are yes, these two lines are in the same plane, that is the question now. So, now let me substitute the values, x2 minus x1, you mean 3 minus 1, that is 2, k minus 1, I mean k minus of minus 1, 0 minus 1, a1, b1, c1, we have 2, 3, 4, and a2, b2, c2, we have 1, 2, 1, right. So, on expansion along first row, right, 1 to 1, right. So, expanding along first row, you get what, 2 times of, so 3 minus 8 plus k plus 1 into k plus 1 into, so 4 minus 2 plus minus 1 into, I take plus k plus 1, because if you take plus k plus 1, instead of taking this into this, you can take, if I first take this into this, that is it. So, minus 1 into 4 minus 3 equal to 0. Now, you get minus 5 to the 10 plus 2k plus 2, right, minus 1 equal to 0. It gives what, 2k equal to minus 11 plus 2, 9. So, k is equal to 9 by 2, right. Yes, of course, option 2 is the correct one. If k is 9 by 2, then these two lines are intersecting, okay. I mean in another way, you can say these two lines are in the same plane only when k is equal to 9 by 2. So, option 2 is the correct option. Okay, let me move 41st question. If the lines x minus 1 by 2 equal to y minus 2 by a equal to z minus 3 by 4 and x plus 1 by b equal to y plus 2 by 1 equal to z minus 5 by 2 are parallel, for what value of a and b? Yes, the lines are like this, x minus 1 by 2 equal to y minus 2 by a, z minus 3 by 4. This is the first line. The second line is what, x plus 1 by b, that is equal to y plus 2 by 1, that is equal to z minus 5 by 2. Okay, they have given that these two lines are parallel, right? Yes, what is the condition for parallelism? So, condition for parallelism is what? A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So, two lines are said to be parallel if the ratios are in the same proportional, right? So, A1 B1 C1, this is A2 B2 C2. So, now let me take the values 2 by B is equal to A by 1, that is equal to 4 by 2. So, this gives A is equal to 2 and B. So, 2 by B is equal to 2. Okay. So, now B is equal to 1. So, A is 2, B is 1. So, your A plus B is 3, right? Option first is the correct one. A is 2 and B is 1. So, therefore, A plus B is 3. Your A plus B equal to 3. Okay, let us move on to question number 42. The distance between the line and the plane is what? Here we have we to find the distance between line and the plane, right? Students, this is same as 38th question, right? In 38th question, plane has given in vector form, right? The vector form of this plane, vector form of this line has given in vector form. That is what? R is equal to yes. So, R is equal to 2i plus minus 2j plus 3k plus lambda into, so I minus j plus 4k. This is given and the plane is same as that given in the 42 question, same question, that is what 38 is same as that 42. So, please solve this, you get the option, I mean answer is first option first. Option first is answer, that is 10 by 3 root 3. Okay. Okay, let me move 43rd question. Okay, 42 is same as 38. I hope you will solve. Come to that 43, the point of intersection of the lines. Okay, this is also same as 28. Actually, the same question we solved, that is what 28. But here you can solve this in another way. By verifying, I mean take the second point, 5 comma minus 7 comma 6, then all the ratios become same. In the first line, if you substitute in place of x 5, in place of 7 minus in place of y minus 7, in place of z 6, you get 1 1 1, right. In the same way, in the second equation, if you substitute 5 4 by 5 minus 1 4 by 2 2, and in place of y minus 7 plus 1, that is what minus 6 by minus 3, that is 2, and in place of z, that is 6 plus and 16 by 8, that is 2. So, in the second line you get the ratio 2, in the first line you get the ratio 1 for the second option. Therefore, you can verify by taking the second option. So, option 2 is the correct one, or you can solve this by this is a simple one actually, and this is same as 28th question. Okay. Okay, let me move to 43rd one. So, 43 is 44th question, right. So, if the lines x is equal to ay plus b, and z is equal to cy plus d, this form a line, these two equations form a line, and one more line, I have splitted the line, x equal to a dash z plus b dash, and y is equal to c dash z plus d dash, right. Okay. So this gives a single equation, and I mean these two together gives a single equation, these two also together gives a single equation. Let me write the equation. I can write these two as x minus b by a is equal to y, right? Can I, or y by 1, that is equal to, so z minus b by c, okay? See, x minus b into ay, so you get this, and here yc means cy is equal to z minus b, you get this. So from these two you get an equation. Again from this I can get one more line, that is x minus b dash divided by a dash is equal to z, okay. I am going to write here z, a dash into z, you get this, and here I can write y minus d dash by c dash. So this is what splitted form they have given. From these two I can get the equation this, and also from these two I can get the equation this. Now what the equation, the question is what, if the lines are perpendicular, you mean these two are perpendicular, so what is the condition for perpendicularity? Yes, sum of the products of the ratios equal to 0, right? Okay, so this gives, this is a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2. So a1 into a2, you mean a into a dash plus b1 b2, 1 into c dash plus c1 c2, c into 1, that is c, that is equal to 0. This is your, this is true when these two are perpendicular. You mean option 2, I think, sorry, option first is the correct one. A dash plus c dash equal to 0. These two lines are perpendicular only when, whenever these two lines are perpendicular, this happens. This happens. Okay, let's move 45th question. If an angle between the line and the plane, line is x plus 1 by 2 equal to y minus 2 by 1, that is what equal, that is not comma, y minus 2 by 1, that is equal to z minus 3 minus 2, and the plane x minus 2y minus kz equal to 3 is cos inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 for what value of k? That is the question. So we know the formula to find the angle between the line and plane, that is what sin theta is equal to, but to confuse they have mentioned cos theta, right, so do not worry about that. So now from the given line you get vector b is equal to what, 2i plus j minus 2k, right. This is a parallel vector for the given line, and from the given plane we can get the normal vector, that is what, normal vector is given by I cap minus 2j cap minus k into k cap, right. You mean k cap has the coefficient k, so do not confuse. This is what b and n. From this I can find the angle between these, sin theta is equal to, and before that they have given cos inverse of theta is equal to, in cos inverse of what do you have, 2 root 2 by I think 3, right, yes, 2 root 2 by 3. So from this cos theta becomes what, cos theta is equal to 2 root 2 by 3. Okay, now sin theta is what, b dot n by magnitude of b into magnitude of n. So after getting sin theta and cos theta, so we use the equation sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, so we get the value of k, right. So now sin theta is equal to, yes, a1 a2 2 into 1, b1 b2 1 into minus 2 plus c1 c2 minus 2 into minus k, you mean 2k. So this whole divided by, so magnitude of this into magnitude of this, so 2 plus 1 plus 2, 2 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, you get 4 plus 1 plus 4 into, so n 1 square plus 2 square plus k square. Okay, now you get sin theta is equal to So 2k whole divided by 3 into 5 plus k square, right. So this is your sin theta. So we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, right. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta, so I get what, 4k square divided by 9 into 5 plus k square plus cos square theta is what, 4 2s are 8 by 9 equal to 1. Okay. So now this is equal to 9 into 5 plus k square LCM. So 4k square plus 8 into this is equal to 1. Okay. So 4k square plus 8k square. So 12k square plus 40 equal to, so 45 plus 9k square. So 12k square minus 9k square, that is 3k square is equal to 5. So k square is 5 by 3, that is k is equal to root plus or minus root 5 by 3. So option, yes, option 3 is the correct one. So root 5 by 3. Okay, let me continue. Question number 46, right. The distance of the point minus 2, 4, minus 5 from the line, it is same as question number 39, right. In the question number 39 they have been asked what, the length of the perpendicular from 163. So it is same as, I mean it is same, I mean the distance, the sense we have to find the perpendicular distance from the point to the given line. Okay, the same question, I mean this is same as question number 37, I mean follow the same steps and we get the answer. So option, I mean answer you will get second option, that is what, root of 37 by 10. So option 2 is the correct one. Okay, now let me move question number 47. So 47, acute angle between the line and the plane. Again, I mean the same question we have solved in, I mean 29th, it is same as 29th question. Please refer that to question number 29, it is same as that. So sin theta is equal to same formula, b dot n by magnitude of b into magnitude of n. So you will get the option 3, that is sin inverse of 9 by 2 root 39. Okay, same as question number 29. Okay, let me move 48. The projection of the line segment joining 1 minus 1 3, 2 minus 1 4, 2 minus 4 11 on the line joining minus 1 2 3 and 3 minus 2 10. So again we have the same type of question, I mean we have solved the same type of question and it is same as question number 23 solved in the last session. Please refer that. Same, first 2 points we take AB, second 2 points CD. So projection on AB, projection of AB on CD is given by AB dot CD divided by magnitude of CD. So you get the option 2, that is 8. Answer is 8 for this. Okay, this is same as question number 23. Okay, come to question number 49. The distance of the point 1 to 1 from the line. Yes, this is also, I mean the same type of question we solved just, that is the 46th one, same as 46th. Please refer that 46 and you get the answer. The third option, that is what, 2 root 5 by 3. Okay, please refer question number 46. Okay, now let me move 50th question. So 50th question is like this, an angle between the plane x plus y plus z is equal to 5 and the line of intersection of the planes 3x plus 4y plus z minus 1 equal to 0 and 5x plus 8y plus 2z plus 14 equal to 0 is, yes. So there is a plane x plus y plus z equal to 5. You take it as plane 1, and the second plane is what? 3x plus 4y. 3x plus 4y plus z minus 1 equal to 0, take it as equation 2. And the third plane 5x plus 8y, 5x plus 8y plus 2z plus 14 is equal to 0, take it as equation 3. So now the question is angle between this plane and the line of intersection of these two. I mean, consider this is second plane, this is third plane, this is the second plane, this is what? Third plane. You mean this is second plane, third plane. This is we call as line of intersection, right? So now we have to find angle between this line of intersection and the first plane. Assume first plane is like this. So you have to find the angle between, angle between line of intersection and the first plane. Okay. This is what you have to take, first plane. Okay. So before that, there is a result, students. The direction ratios of the line joining, the line of intersection, the direction ratios of the line of intersection of the two planes a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d equal to 0 or d1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 is equal to 0, or the coefficients of I, j, k respectively in n1 cross n2. This is the result we have. So that the direction ratios of the line of intersection of this two, I mean this is what line of intersection, right? The direction ratios of this line for these two planes are the coefficients of I, j, k in this n1 cross n2. What is n1 actually? The normal vector for the first plane, n2 is what? Normal vector for the second plane. Here the normal vector for the first plane is what? n1 is what? 3i plus 4j plus k, and n2 is what actually? So n2 is equal to 5i plus 8j plus 2k is a normal for the second plane. Now n1 cross n2, let me find n1 cross n2. n1 cross n2 is equal to ijk, you get 3, 4, 1, 5, 8, 2, this gives I into 4 to the 8 minus 8, so 0 plus j into 5 minus 6, 5 minus 6, that is what? Minus 1 plus k into 8 3 is 24 minus 20. So you mean, observe here, 0, minus 1, 4 are the direction ratios of the line of intersection. 0, minus 1, 4 are the direction ratios of the line of intersection. Now you have to find the angle between this line and the plane. So now this line he is having the ratios what? Having the ratios 0, minus 1, 4, and we have the plane. So angle between a line and the plane is what? Sin theta. Sin theta is equal to same b dot n by magnitude of b into magnitude of n. So now the line having ratio 0, minus 1, 4. So now So I mean the direction ratios of n are 1, 1, 1. Okay. So now the line having ratios 0, minus 1, 4. So 1 into 0, 0, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 1 into 4, that is 4, by magnitude of b. You get 0 square, 1 square, 4 square. You mean 1 plus 16 into 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. You mean 3, right? So you get what? 3 divided by root 17 into root 3, or you get root 3 by root 17, or you get root of 3 by 17. So this is your required angle between, yes, so theta is equal to sin inverse of root 3 by 17. That's what option first is the correct one for the 50th question. I mean angle between the line of intersection of the two planes and the first plane. Okay, let me move question number 51. The equation of the plane through 2 points 2, 3, minus 4 and 1, minus 1, 3 and parallel to x axis. Yes, here there is an equation passing through 2, 3, minus 4 and 1, minus 3 and parallel to x axis. So any plane parallel to x axis, any plane parallel to x axis is of the form what? Bx plus, sorry, by plus cz plus d is equal to 0, or by plus cz equal to d. You mean a coefficient will be 0, sorry, x coefficient will be 0, right? This is what any plane parallel to x axis. Okay, now through these 2 points, this is passing, right? This plane is passing these 2 points, and hence these two must satisfy this equation. I mean, in place of x, no x; in place of 3, sorry, in place of y, you to take 3; in place of z, you to take minus 4. So you get what? 3b in place of z minus 4, so minus 4c plus d is equal to 0. Again the same plane passing through the second point, so in place of x1, no x, y minus 1, so you get minus b, in place of z 3, so plus 3c plus d is equal to 0. Now let me solve these two by cross multiplication method. Yes, coefficient of these two, 3 and minus 1, coefficient of this minus 4 and 3, coefficient of d is 1 and here 1. Again write once again these two, minus 4, 3. So now b, so neglect this, minus 4 minus 3, so minus 4 minus 3 equal to c divided by, neglect this, minus 1 minus 3, this is equal to, neglect this, that is d divided by 9 minus 4, right. So hence you get b is minus 7 or c minus 4 or d by 5, or you can multiply by minus 1, you get b7, yes, b7, c4 and d is minus 5. So from this equation will be what? Yes, 7b plus 4c, so minus 5d equal to 0. This is your required plane parallel to x axis. You mean 7y, sorry. 7y yes, you get 7y and plus 4z minus 5d is equal to 0. This is your required plane, that is option is option 4th, 7y plus 4z minus 5 equal to 0. 7y plus 4z. So you have to take this one as 1, right? Sorry. So 7y plus 4z minus 5 is equal to 0 is a required equation of plane parallel to x axis. Okay, option first is the correct one. Okay, 52. If for a plane the intercepts on the coordinate axis are 8, 4, 4, then the length of the perpendicular from the origin unto the plane. Yes, we know the intercept form of equation of a plane, that is x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. This is what intercept form of the equation of the plane, where a, b, c are x and y and z intercept respectively. They have given 8, 4, 4. You mean x by 8 plus y by 4 plus z by 4 is the equation. This can be written as 8 is the LCM, so I can write x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 8. This is your required equation of plane in the standard form. Actually, what we have to find? Length of the perpendicular from the origin into the plane. Yes, we have the formula that length of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane is what? D divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. This is the formula of this is the formula to find the distance between the origin and the plane. X plus by plus cz is equal to d. So here d is what? Actually 8. So 8 divided by root of 1 plus 4 plus 4. So you get 8 divided by, this is your required distance, that is 8 by 3. I mean option first. Yes, question number 53. The distance between the planes r dot 2i minus j plus 3k is equal to 4 and r dot 6i minus 3j plus 9k plus 13 equal to 0. Let me write this in Cartesian form. First equation, that is what? 2x minus y plus 3z equal to 4. This is a Cartesian form of the first equation. Second equation becomes 6x minus 3y plus 9z equal to minus 13. So these two are the Cartesian form. Let me take this one as 1. So let me divide by 3. This you get what? 2x minus y plus 3z equal to minus 13 by 3. Observe these two equations. So these represent parallel planes because we have x, y, z coefficient same. So distance between two parallel planes is given by what? So d1 minus d2 divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. This is your what? Formula to find distance between two parallel lines, right? So this gives d1. d1 is what? Actually 4 minus of minus 13 by 3, that is plus 13 by 3 divided by root of a square, 2 square, 1 square, 3 square gives 12 plus 13 25 by 3 divided by this is what 14, okay. So 3 root 14. So 25 by 3 root 14 is your required answer. The distance between the two parallel planes, that is option 3. Okay, students, let me move. So question number 54, right? A plane pi represent a plane, makes intercepts 4 and 3 respectively on x and z axis. If it is parallel to y axis, then its equation is, yes, any plane parallel to y axis is of the form, any plane parallel to y axis is of the form cz plus d equal to 0, right? And they have given x intercept as well as z intercept. You mean equation is what? X by 4 plus z by 3 is equal to 1. X by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. So this gives what? Yes, 3x plus 4z is equal to 1. So 3x plus 4z, of course this is parallel to yx because we don't have y coordinate, no. So 3x plus 4z is equal to, is a required answer. You mean option first is the correct one. Option first is the correct option for 54th. Okay, question number 55. A variable plane moves so that the sum of the reciprocals of its intercepts on the coordinate axis is 1 by 2. Then the plane passes through what? Yes, so it is also related to intercept form. Here they have given sum of the intercept, I mean sum of the reciprocals of the intercept. If ABC are the intercepts, then their reciprocals are what? 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by. Sum of these 3 is given, that is 1 by 2. Okay, then equation passes through what? I am sorry, line passes through what? What among the given points? Yes, so 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is given 2. So I can write this as, yes, our equation is what actually? X by A plus y by B plus z by C is equal to 1, right? Okay. Now, so I can rewrite this one as 2 by A plus 2 by B plus 2 by C is equal to 1. Okay, multiply by 2 on both sides. Now observe here, I mean compare these two. X is replaced by 2, y is replaced by 2, z is replaced by. Whenever this line passes through 2, 2, 2, then this happens. Of course, this is possible only when this line passing through point 2, 2, 2. Yes, 2, 2, 2 is a required point through which the given line passing. So option 3. Fifty-sixth one, equation of the plane passing through 2, 3, 4 and parallel to the plane 5x minus 6y plus 7z is equal to 3. I mean you have to find the plane parallel to the given plane. So here we have the given plane 5x minus 6y plus 7z minus 3 is equal to 0 or equal to 3. So any plane parallel to this, any plane parallel to the given plane is of the form what? It can be taken as 5x minus 6y plus 7z plus k is equal to 0. You mean it differs only by d, right? So I have taken k. So these two are parallel now. Since it is passing through the point what? 2, 3, 4. So it is passing through, since 2, 3, 4 is on the plane, on the required plane. So let me substitute in place of x 2, you mean 10, 6 3 is 18, plus 7 4 is plus k equal to 0. So you get what? K is equal to, yes, 20, minus 20. Okay. So minus 20 is the k value, and let me substitute the k value in the equation required plane. This is your required plane. So required plane becomes what? 5x minus 6y plus 7z minus 20 equal to 0. So this is your required plane parallel to the given plane passing through the point 2, 3, 4. Yes, option 2 is the correct one. 5x plus 6y, sorry, 5x minus 6y plus 7z minus 20 equal to 0. Okay, question number 57. If the planes 2x minus y plus kz equal to 0 and 3x minus 5y plus 3z equal to 0 are perpendicular to each other, then what is, I mean, these two are perpendicular for what value of k? A simple one. We have the condition that for two lines to be perpendicular, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. What I mean, a1 b1 c1 are the ratios of the normal for the first plane. You mean 2 minus 1k. So ratios of the first line 2 minus 1k, and the ratios of the second normal, second plane, or what? 3 minus 5 3. Okay, 3 minus 5 3 are the ratios of the normal for the second plane. So now a1 a2, you mean 2 3 is 6 plus b1 b2 minus 1 minus 5 c1 c2 plus 3k equal to 0, then 3k is equal to minus 11, so k is equal to minus 11 by 3. So these two lines are perpendicular only when k is minus 11 by 3. Option 3 is the correct one. Let me move for 58, I think. Acute angle between the planes. Yes, angle between the two planes, right? Yes, both the planes are given in what? Cartesian form. So let me write a1, b1, c1. I mean the ratios of the first plane 1, 3, minus 1. a1, b1, c1 or 1, 3, minus 1, and the ratios of the normal for the second plane a2, b2, c2. Yes, you will get 2 minus 3, 1. 2 minus 3, 1. Yes, by using this, angle between the two planes cos theta is equal to a1, a2 this is your formula to find angle between the two planes. a1, a2, 2 minus 9 minus 1 whole divided by root of 1 square plus 3 square plus 1 square into 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square. So you get what? 8 divided by mod of 8 by root 11 into root 14, right? Right. So 58. or I can write this one as 4 into 2 by root 11 into 7 into root 2. So I can write like this by root 11 into root 7, that is root 77 into root 2. So you get 4 root 2 by, so 4 root 2 by root 277, that is option 2, cos inverse of 4 root 2 by root 77 is the required answer. Yes, so let me move to question number 59. The angle between the normals of the planes. Yes, students, we know that angle between the normals is same as angle between the planes, right? So same as before, angle between the planes is same as angle between the normals. So A1, B1, C1 we have 1, minus 1, 1, and A2, B2, C2, 3, 2, minus 1, 3, 2, minus 1. So these are the ratios of the first normal and the second normal, same as before. Yes, cos theta is equal to A1, A2, 1 3 is 3, minus, sorry, plus B1, B2, minus 2, plus C1, C2, minus 1, whole divided by root of this. No need to calculate this because you get the numerator 0, right? So 3 minus 3 get 0, so cos theta is 0, you mean theta is 90 degree. Option first is the correct one. Look into question number 60. The length of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane, a simple one, mean the perpendicular distance from the origin to the given plane. Yes, we have the formula that d divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square, right? So d is 52 from the equation divided by, so plane we have what actually 3x plus 4y plus 12z is equal to 52. A is 3, B is 4, C is 12. So 3 square, 4 square plus 12 square. So you get 52 whole divided by root 169, right? That is 13. So 1 za, 4 za. So this is your required distance, that is 4. 4 is a perpendicular distance from origin to the given plane, that is option 4 is the correct one. Option 4 is the correct option, it is 4 units. Okay, let me move to question number 61. Question number 61, the distance of the point 93 minus 5 from the plane, a simple one. We have a formula to find the distance between a point and a plane, right? What is that? Yes, mod of ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 minus d whole divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. So I mean this gives the distance between point x1, y1, z1 and the plane ax plus by plus cz is equal to d. So the distance between these two is given by this. Yes, we have the plane. In place of A we have 1, in place of B 2, in place of C minus 2, D is 9, right? x1, y1, z1 is 2, 3, minus 5. So just substitute that A. So A is what actually 1 into 2 plus B y1, so 2 into 3 plus C z1. C z1 is what? Minus 5 into minus 2 minus D is what? D is 9 whole divided by root of A square plus B square plus C square. So it's what? A is 1, 2, minus 2. This gives 18 minus 9 whole divided by 3. This gives 3 units. This is your required distance between the plane and the point, 3 units. So option 2 is the correct option. Option 2 is the correct one, that is 3 units. Okay, question number 62. Distance between the two planes, yes, 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 4 and 4x plus 6y plus 8z is equal to 12. So before going to define the distance, first you observe the coefficients of both the planes given. So yes, they are in the same ratio, right? You mean they are parallel. So 2x plus 3y, 2x plus 3y plus 4z equal to 4 is the first plane. In the second plane, 4x plus 6y, let me divide by 2. So what do you get? 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 12 by 2, that is 6. So d1 is 4, d2 is 6. They are parallel, right? Okay. Now what is the distance between the parallel lines? So d1 minus d2 whole divided by a square plus b square plus c square. Yes, d1 is 4 minus 6 whole divided by a square, 2, 3, 4. 2 square plus 3 square plus, so you get what? 2 divided by modulus of 2, I mean modulus magnitude of 2 minus of magnitude of minus is 2, you get 29, so root 29. 2 by root 29 is the required distance between the given planes. So option 4 is the correct option. Okay, let me move. Question number 63, I think, right? The equation of the plane through intersection of the planes and perpendicular to the plane. Yes, we have to find a plane. This should be, I mean, yes, we have to find the equation of the plane. A required plane is perpendicular to the third plane and should be passes through the line of intersection of the first two planes, right? Line of intersection of the first two planes and also perpendicular to the third plane. Okay. Okay, let me take the first plane as pi 1 equal to 0, second plane as pi 2 equal to 0. So the required plane of intersection of the given two planes is what? So required plane of intersection of is equal to pi 1 plus lambda pi 2 for some real value lambda. This is a plane through the line of intersection of the first two planes, right? What is first plane? X plus 2y plus 3z, right? Minus 4 because equal to 0 I have taken, no? Plus lambda into second plane is 2x plus y minus z minus z plus 5. This is equal to 0. Now this is the line, required line through the line of intersection of the first two planes. Okay. So now I'm going to rewrite this as coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of x becomes 2 lambda. So 1 plus 2 lambda into x plus here 2, coefficient of y is lambda. So 2 plus lambda into y plus coefficient of z is 3, here minus lambda. So 3 minus lambda into z, remaining thing is minus 4 plus 5 into lambda, plus 5 lambda equal to 0. This is the required plane, and this plane is perpendicular to the third plane, that is what, 5x plus 3y plus 6z. So third plane is given about 5x plus 3y plus 6z plus 8 equal to 0. Yes. Now these two are perpendicular. This is the required plane and this is the third plane. These two are perpendicular. In the normal, for this plane having ratios 1 plus 2 lambda, 2 plus lambda, 3 minus lambda. And normal for this plane having ratios 5, 3, 6. Since they are perpendicular, so a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 becomes 0. This gives, since they are perpendicular, so a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 must be equal to 0. So 1 plus 2 lambda into 5 plus 2 plus lambda into 3 plus 3 minus lambda into 6 equal to 0. So now you get 5 plus 10 lambda plus 6 plus 3 lambda plus 18 minus 6 lambda equal to 0. So 10 lambda, 13 lambda, 7 lambda. 7 lambda is equal to 11 plus 18, 29, 29 minus 6, 23. So your lambda is 23 by 7, right? Okay. So 23 by 7 is the value of lambda. Now let me substitute this value. Lambda, so 3 to the 6 plus 3 lambda, 6 3 is 18, 6 lambda. So 10 lambda, 13 lambda, 13 minus 6, 7 lambda. 11 plus or 6 get cancelled, you get 23. So it must be 20 by lambda. Question number 63 now. This is 1 plus 2 lambda, right? 2 plus lambda, 3 plus 3 minus lambda to z. Okay. So 5x plus 3y plus 6z plus 8 equal to 0 is correct one. So 5 into this, next 3 into this, right? Okay, and next after this 6 into 3 minus lambda. 5, 5 2s are 10, 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 lambda, 6 lambda. (13 minus 6, 7 lambda, 11, 6, 23. Mm, 63. correct. So it gives what? 5 plus 10 lambda. So plus 3 to the 6 plus 3 lambda plus 18 minus 6 lambda equal to 0. So now you get 10 lambda, 13 lambda minus 6 lambda, 7 lambda plus 5 plus 6, 11, 11 and this is 18, right? Yes, 5 plus 6, 11, 11 plus 18, 29. So we get 29 equal to 0. So lambda is equal to minus 29 by 7, right? So now let me substitute this value of lambda in this equation. I mean in the required plane, take it as 1, and here you get what? Just I am going to substitute here lambda in place of lambda minus 29 by 7. So this is, I mean your required equation becomes what? 7 into this 7x plus 14y 21z and 28 here minus 29 to this minus 58x minus 29y, so plus 29z and minus so 5 2s are 10 plus 14, so 145 equal to 0. So now let me simplify. So LCM 7 into 0 becomes 7. So now this becomes 7x minus 58x, so minus 51x, okay, and 14y minus 29y. So you get what? Minus 15y, 21z, 29z. So plus yes 50z and 28 minus 145. So you get minus 173, right? Right. Okay, so 28 plus 145, I mean 8 plus 5, 13. So you get yes 173. So now let me multiply by minus 1, you get 51x plus 15y minus 50z plus 173 equal to 0. This is your required plane. So option 3, 51x plus 15y minus 50z plus 173 equal to 0, right? Yes, this is your required answer, option 3. Yes, let me move question number 64, right? A plane passes through 1 minus 2 1 and is perpendicular to two planes. And the distance of the plane from the point, yes, a plane passes through first point 1 minus 2 1 and is perpendicular to two planes, yes. First let me find a plane perpendicular to both the planes, yes. A required plane, let me take that one as n, that is perpendicular to both the planes, hence a required plane is n1 cross n2, right. Since the required plane is perpendicular for both the given planes, so that the required plane should be n1 cross n2, where n1 is what? Normal for the first plane, second n2 is normal for the second plane. So let me find first this. So ijk and the coefficients are what? 2 minus 2 1, you mean the ratios of the first normal, ratios of the second normal 1, -1, 2. So let me find the vector n. So I -4 plus 1 minus j 4 minus 1 plus k, you get -2 plus 2. So your required n vector is -3i cap minus 3j cap plus 0k cap. This is your required perpendicular plane, I mean plane perpendicular both the planes. Now they have given it is passing through what 1 minus 2 1. So now the required plane is what? Your required plane becomes what? R dot for any point R dot n is equal to D. So now R can be taken as here. I mean A is what? A is what position vector of a point through which plane passing. You mean 1 minus 2 1. So this is your required answer. You mean R is what? Xi cap plus Yj plus Zk equal to A. So from the given point it is passing through 1 minus 2 1. So I cap minus 2j plus k dot n is, what is the n? So dot n is minus 3i minus 3j is equal to A. So A is a position vector of the point through which the plane passing I minus 2j plus k dot n is minus 3i minus 3j. So this gives your result. You mean x into 3. So minus 3x a1 b1 plus a2 b2. You mean dot product, no? So minus 3y is equal to. So here minus 3 into 1 minus 3. So minus 2 into minus 3. So plus 6. Okay. So this gives minus 3x minus 3y is equal to 3, or multiplying by minus 3 on both sides you get 3x plus 3y plus 3 is equal to 0, or I can write this as dividing by 3 you get x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is a required plane passing through the given point 1 minus 2 1 and perpendicular to both the given planes. So now the distance from this plane to the point 1 2 2. So you have to find the distance between these two, right? Now 1 2 2. So distance between these two is given by so required thing is ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 minus d whole divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. This gives a is 1 into 1, b is 1 into 2. So now c is not there, I mean z coordinate is not there, therefore d minus d, d is what? So if we take this right side it becomes minus 1, so minus of minus plus 1. Okay. So if we take this one right side it becomes minus 1, so d is minus 1, so minus of minus plus it becomes plus, so a square plus b square. So we don't have c, so we get to 4 by root 2, nothing but root 2, sorry 2 root 2 is the required answer. So 2 root 2, that is what option 4th is the required answer. I mean 2 root 2 is the required distance between the required plane and the point 1 2 2. The required plane in the sense plane passes through 1 minus 2 1 and perpendicular to both the planes. So first I have found what? Perpendicular plane for both the given planes, that is what? N, that is n1 cross n2. After that the required plane I have got by using the point through which it is passing. This is the plane passing through 1 minus 2 1, and after that distance between the point and the plane, that is what? 2 root 2. Okay, let me move question number. Yes, 65, right? The image of the point 3 minus 4 minus 3 in the plane. So, image in the sense, uh, let me take this is a plane, right? X minus y plus 2z plus 2. This is your point x1, y1, z1. An image of this can be seen here, right, through this plane. I am going to take this image as h comma k comma l. So, this is a point and this is the image of this point on this plane, right, or over this plane. So, there is a result. If it is a point and this is an image, then there is a result. If it is a point and this is image on the plane ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0, this is a plane. Now, there is a result h minus x1 by k equal to y minus k minus y1 by b, that is equal to L minus Z1 by C, that is equal to minus 2 times of AX1 plus BY1 plus CZ1 plus D whole divided by A square plus B square plus C square. By using this result, you can find HKL. Now, what is plane we have? Plane is what? X plus y, x minus y plus 2z plus 2 is equal to 0 and the point x1, y1, z1. So, that is 3 minus 4, 3 minus 4 minus 3. This is what? x1, y1, z1. Let me substitute these values in this. H minus x1 by A is 1, k minus y1 by B minus 1, L minus z1 by C, that is 2 equal to minus 2 times of AX1 1 into 3 BY1 plus 4 CZ1 2 into minus 6 plus D whole divided by A square plus B square plus C square 1 plus 1 plus 4. So, here you get what 9 minus 6, that is 3 by 6. So, minus 6 by 6, you get minus 1 now. So, 9 minus 6, 3 2s are 6, minus 6 by 6, that is what, minus 1. So, all they are equal to minus 1. So, let us equate all these equal to 1. So, h minus 3 is equal to minus 1. So, h gives 3 minus 1, that is 2. Next, k plus 4 minus 1 is equal to minus 1. This gives k plus 4 is equal to 1. So, k is equal to 3. Sorry, minus 3. And L plus 3 by 2 is equal to minus 1. So, L plus 3 is minus 2. So, L is minus 5. So, your required image is h comma k comma L, that is given by 2 comma minus 3 comma minus 5. This is your image of the point 3 minus 4 minus 3. So, option 2 minus 3 minus 5. Option 2 is the correct option. And this is the result. Use this result to get the image. Let me move question number 66. a plane meets the coordinate axis at ABC such that centroid of the triangle is the ABC. If the equation of the plane is x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to k, then what is k? Yes. Now, this is your a plane. Let me take z, this is y, this is x. A plane meets axis at ABC. Let me take this one as alpha comma 0 0, this one as 0 comma beta 0, this is 0 comma 0 comma gamma. So then your equation becomes what? Equation of plane x by alpha plus y by beta plus z by gamma is equal to 1. We know that centroid of a triangle is given by what? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. So y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 and z1 plus z2 plus z3 by 3, and this is given ABC. Okay. Now this is x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2, x3 y3 z3. Now alpha plus 0, so you get alpha by 3 in the same way, beta by 3 in the same way, gamma by 3, and this is equal to ABC. So from this, alpha is 3a, beta is 3b, and gamma is 3c. Let me substitute alpha, beta, gamma in this equation. So your equation becomes what? X by 3a plus y by 3b plus z by 3c is equal to 1, or x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 3. Yes, this is your k. So k is 3, option 3. Okay, this is about 3D geometry. So we have solved, I think, 66 questions. So let me continue the remaining questions in the next session. Okay, thank you.